gonna learn exactly what you need to do to become a millionaire. Step 1, be born into a wealthy family. That's probably what most of the Twitter comments would say. But the truth is, according to a study done by Fidelity, around 85% of millionaires are actually self-made, meaning they didn't grow up in a country club. Moral of the story is that anybody can become rich, just follow as many of these steps as you can. The first real step is to create a budget. It's really that easy. If you don't understand how much of your income you have coming in and how many of your expenses you have coming out, how can you ever expect to grow your wealth? Creating a budget helps prevent impulse buying. It makes you question if you really needed that deep tissue massage gun. It also helps identify areas where you can save money and grow that money. It's hard to find a millionaire who doesn't know where his money is going. This is the first step, and you can do it for free right now. There's absolutely no reason to not have a budget. Write down how much money you have, how much you currently make each month, and keep a list of how much you want to allocate to each of your expenses. Step 2, poor people buy liabilities, rich people buy assets. Poor people, and when I say words like poor and rich, I'm talking about their mindset. I'm not necessarily talking about how much money they have in their bank account. So poor people, they're gonna live beyond their means. They often buy wants, and they buy these wants with a credit card because they don't actually have the money to buy it, and then they get into debt. A rich person though, they will spend their money on the essentials. They'll buy what is actually needed and not what is desired. A rich person does not buy the latest iPhone each year. The one that's been in their pocket the last 3 years, it works just fine, and it can still allow you to get ghosted on Hinge for the 3rd time this month. A poor person's mindset is instant gratification, while the rich person's is keeping the long-term goals in mind. Things that poor people can spend money on include lottery tickets, gambling, excessive eating out, financing new cars, credit card late fees, and they also have every possible entertainment subscription. They can tell me exactly what Wednesday's superpower is and how awful of a TV show Velma was, but they can't tell me what their 401k balance is to save their life. They also love shopping. Full and they have no space, their justification is, I'm buying it because it's on sale. They see that hat that was $50 but is now on sale for $35, and then they feel really good about themselves because of that $15 that they saved. Well, in reality, they just spent $35 for something that they didn't even need. The gospel, the John 3:16, if you take away anything from this video, is that a poor person gets paid and starts buying liabilities. A rich person gets paid and starts buying assets. And what are those assets I'm talking about? We're actually going to cover that in a later step. Step 3, now it's time to start talking about income. Obviously, you're going to need to make money to reach that $1 million mark. Now, many people would say LeBron James gets paid too much money for dribbling a basketball. The truth is, he creates his own value. He gets paid $45 million a year from the Lakers because people are willing to pay that much money to see him. You don't set your value. Society sets it for you. This is exactly why Jeff Bezos made billions of dollars when he ran Amazon, but the factory workers doing the actual manual labor work, they made closer to minimum wage. Now, Twitter would say that he exploited his workers, but the truth is, very few people in the world have the business acumen of running a $1 trillion company, while almost everyone with some quick training could work at an Amazon factory. I mean, I don't know how long they would want to work there, but they certainly could. The key here is they have to have a career that's really high in demand. It has to bring a lot of value to society. And that's why many blue-collar trade jobs like plumber, handyman, electricians, elevator mechanics, that's why they make so much money. They have the skills needed to solve a problem that society already has. There's also some more white-collar jobs that pay really well. I'm talking about doctors, lawyers, accountants, engineers. These are typically professions you need to go to college for, but again, they're going to equip you with the skills and expertise needed to address a problem society has, and then you can command a higher paycheck. This is typically why other college majors like liberal arts aren't paid as much or have higher rates of unemployment, because these skills aren't as sought out after by society. There's too many people with these skills and not enough demand. And if working for a paycheck isn't your thing, that might actually be even better. Those who are entrepreneurs or can master the skill of selling have no cap on how much money they can earn. In fact, almost all the super wealthy people on this planet, they made their fortune by running their own businesses. Starting your own business allows one to leverage other skills, creativity, and have their own vision toward a product or service that fills the needs in the marketplace. What's amazing is doing this enough times and creating a perfect service or product, it can then become scalable and others will be able to repeat this formula. Meaning you can make money while you sleep. Think about fast food franchises, or the mechanics, or owning a law firm, or a tax firm. If you look at the top 10 wealthiest people on earth, almost all of them started their own business. Again, this is obviously extreme examples here. There's plenty of ordinary millionaires who just own maybe a few gas stations or convenience stores as an example. The vast majority of people, they're not fit to run a business. It takes a lot of risk, it takes a lot of hard work, dedication, and there's of course no guarantee at success. One man on this list, Steve Ballmer, was actually an employee. He made a fortune running Microsoft. He was a 9-to-5 employee, and he shows that it can definitely be profitable to just be an employee. Yeah, I bet you want to be just like Steve, right? Step 4, as mentioned before, rich people, they continue to buy assets with their money. Investing in stocks is probably the easiest way one can grow their wealth over time. It's proven long-term buying and holding can lead to financial success, as the average S&P 500 return can yield 7 to 10% returns. Millionaires have their money constantly working from them. They're making informed investment decisions. They may invest in individual stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, money market funds, alternative assets, private equity, or venture capital. They understand the importance of diversification and not putting all their eggs in one basket. They also have multiple streams of income, like dividends. Poor people, though, they just rely on their 9-to-5 and that's it. The rich also buy some generally safer investments like bonds, government treasuries, or certificate of deposits to protect their wealth. And of course, the best investment of all time is getting access to real estate. It's estimated that 90% of millionaires have made their wealth through real estate in one way or another. The earth probably isn't going to build any additional land naturally. This is why real estate tends to appreciate over time. It's one of the few things that may actually be able to keep pace with inflation these days. And real estate also has numerous tax benefits and ways to shield giving your hard-earned dollars to Uncle Sam, who then in turn sends it straight to Ukraine. Real estate also provides the need of giving people a place to live, do business, use as farmland, or any other type of enjoyment, and that's why landlords can collect that consistent monthly income and get that cash flow. Banks often give loans to properties, so it's possible to fund these projects with the bank's money and not necessarily yours. One way that I love to buy real estate is through REITs. These are publicly traded companies that offer equity, and in return they often pay out dividends every month or every quarter. There's so many other skills the rich have mastered that I don't have time to discuss in just one video. This can include hiring the best accountants to get the best business expenses and to save on taxes. They learn soft skills like communication and leadership. They contribute to their retirement accounts, and they have an always learning mindset. They understand the importance of being humble, at least the good ones do. They understand that being rich with money is only wealth in one area of life, and it's not going to solve all your other problems or make you a good person. If you want me to expand on any of these topics, just let me know in the comments below. If you want to see my full 6-figure stock portfolio, hit that Patreon link below, and we can chat on Discord together. I'm a small-time YouTuber making these videos, so hitting that like button and subscribing is the best way you can help me out. Know my videos are always found in podcast form under the Collect Cash podcast name.